Hello and welcome back to another episode of Cypher. Here, things might just get tricky now. I don't know. Anyway, so we had Dracula there, and then we had, apparently this is Frankenstein, and this one is Sherlock Holmes, as we established last time. So I wonder what, famous book this is going to be quoting. Who knows? I don't know if we want to do this now, because I really don't know how to really start. That's one of the big issues. Because we haven't really used like the letter frequency or that much. We did for that one, but I don't know. All the other ones we just kind of sort of winged. Well, there's just two other ones really, and this one was like half done already anyway. Really, only this one we basically just guessed based on the short words, the 1 and 2 and 3 letter words, and then here we can't do that. So we'd have to count all the letters, and I haven't done that off camera. I mean, it does say advanced, so it's not supposed to be easy, and it's definitely not. I don't really know if we want to do that now. I didn't prepare because I'm still running behind from the last week. But let's just look at the next room, which is this one, I think. But I don't know. Maybe the first two are gonna be fine, and we can just do those, and then I'll count the letters off camera, because that's just, I don't want to do that on camera really. It's not just not great video, and it's just gonna be tough to like count and talk, and because I'll just, it'll just be me counting, like this. It's hard to count and talk about something at the same time. Maybe it's also impossible, actually. So, I don't know. Let's just look at room number 4, polyalphabetic substitution, which, I mean, yeah. That's not gonna be nice, is it? No. Alright, whatever. Polyalphabetic ciphers attempt to fix the flaws of the monoalphabetic cipher by using more than one substitute alphabet. This renders frequency analysis useless, which, I mean, that's good. We don't want to do that anyway. As a single cipher symbol can now represent multiple different plaintext letters. Horrible. The most commonly used polyalphabetic cipher is the Vigenère cipher due to its ease of use. First, a keyword is selected, such as key. The first letter of the plaintext message is enciphered by rotating its position 11 places in the alphabet, because K is the 11th letter in the alphabet. The second letter is rotated 5 places because E is 5, and the third 25 places because Y is 25. The pattern repeats in this way across the entire plaintext. So you have, 3 different alphabets here. In between the substitution, which is the phrase we want to encode, and then the encoded version down there. The D said AD, Y, HE said STTM. And then the 3 different alphabets are shifted by, 11, 5, and 25. Which, wait, are they though? Yeah, they are, right? Yeah. Tough though, right? I mean, that's gonna be, we'll see. The same plaintext letter can now be enciphered using 3 different symbols. For example, letter T using the keyword key can be enciphered as either an E, a Y, or an S, depending on its position, depending on it encoded using the K, the E, or the Y alphabet, depending on if it's shifted, 11, 5, or 25 spots. This makes cracking the cipher much more difficult, but not impossible. Well, that's good, because otherwise this would be over right now. The first step in cryptanalyzing a Vigenère cipher is to determine the keyword's length. Begin by looking for repeated sequences of letters in the cipher text. When a repetition occurs, it is likely that the same plaintext letters have been enciphered using the same key letters. The longer the repeated phrase is, the more sure of this we can be. If you then count the distance between the start of each repeated phrase, we know the key must fit precisely in this space. By comparing many of these gaps, let's turn it down a bit, and looking for a common length that would fit in all, we can determine the probable key length. Once the key length is known, the text can be split up into a set of monoalphabetic ciphers according to which the key letter was used during encipherment. Encipherment is a weird looking word. Encipherment. I don't know. And then solved as usual, which is just guessing in our case. Only 3 puzzles though. Okay. And then we get the order shifted alphabets here, which is, I guess, kind of nice. It's a little far away from the puzzles, but you know, you could take a screenshot, I guess. Yeah, shifted by 1 by 2. Yeah. That's pretty good, I guess. Alright, let's look. Flash. Is Flash already encoded? Probably. Or is Flash... is this just easy and this is like a hint? I don't know. What do we have here? Let's just look at all of them. Alright. I mean, here the thing we're looking for is just 3 letters at the end there. CVL, apparently, right? Because those are bold. We could just guess 3-letter words for that one. Brute force our way through this one. This one looks... well, it does look advanced. Because it is advanced. Okay, let's start over here. So, okay, we're supposed to look for repeating sequences of letters. We have GL twice in there. And the gap between GL and GL is 1, 2, 3 different letters there. K, D, B. So we know that first gap. Do we have any other repeat sequences of letters here? I don't... wait. I don't think so. No. Is Flash just the key? Let's just find out if that's the case, I guess. So Z encoded in F would be... where is it? F. T encoded in L would be... T encoded in L, man, this is hard to look at here. Also an F. I don't know then. V encoded in A. V encoded in A would be a W. We should have figured it out. Yeah, that's just one over. We could have figured that one out, I guess. I don't know. And then we have, wait, let's just write it all down. This is gonna take a while. Because everything else I've sort of done before. Not like often enough, I guess. But some code cracking, you know, just happens. Like in, where did we crack a code recently? Oh, in Filament, yeah, for that one secret. That took a while too. And that was just a monoalphabetic cipher. Alright. But this, I've never had to decode one of these. And I don't think I ever would, really. Unless it's in the puzzle setting like this, otherwise you would just like run it through some software and hope that works out. Because if it were Flash, that is 5 letters. I looked the wrong way, didn't I? I did. 1, 2, 3, 4, wait. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, that would line up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. How many letters? 1, 2, 3, 4. Did I write more down? This is all tough. I feel uncomfortable with this. I'm out of my comfort zone for sure. Because Z is encoded, so we're looking the wrong way. So Z encoded in F means we need to look for the F alphabet and look for the... No, did we? I don't know what I did. Yeah, and look for the Z in the F alphabet, and that's a T, right? And a T in an L alphabet is an H. Yeah, okay. A V in an A alphabet is a... it's not a W, it's a U, right? Yeah. And then a G in an S alphabet is... N, maybe? I don't know. L and H? Is it D? And then we start over K and F again. F alphabet K is an E. We're spelling thunder here, by the way. D in an L alphabet is an R, yes, thunder. Where are we now? A. B in an A alphabet is A, right? G in an S alphabet is N again, of course. And then the L is a D again. Thunder and... Is it lightning? It probably is. R in an F alphabet is L. U in an A alphabet... No, L alphabet is an I? Yeah. So we just thunder and lightning. That's it. And that's, the Flash makes sense as a hint there too, I guess. I kept, I don't know, that was stupid. I wasn't really paying attention to what I was doing, but I kept encoding instead of decoding, which obviously is not what you want to do when you're trying to decode a code, right? Right. All right. So here. This is the first one that's actually something we need to worry about. Why is it so dark? I need some light. That doesn't really help. It's just weirdly dark already. I don't know. New page? No, we'll stay on this page for now. I just need to pay attention to my spacing and all that. It makes it easier. J, C, W, S, V, L, I. Where was I here? V, L, G, S. JJ, FJ, getting claimed again. CW, CVL, is that the end? But this is still really tricky to do, right? Because even if we figure out the key length and then we split the words and we know which letters are encoded by the same letter, those letters are not next to each other, like they're the key length apart. So if the key is 3 letters, let's say the key is key, then the J, the S, the I, those are encoded by the same letter, so we can, but we can't really, like, it's really manually doing this. It's pretty wild, I have to say. I don't know how practical that is. Anyway, so we have CW is a sequence that happens twice. Yeah, twice. What else do we have? VL happens twice, and once it's LV, right? Oh no, there's a VL too. It's VLV. But that's pretty close together. It might be a 3-letter key then. Because it's VLI, VLV. Is there any other sequence that repeats? I don't think so. Well, no. Just CW and VL. So if we say a 3-letter key, if you just assume that, then that would be here, 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 here. But the CW doesn't line up with that. Because it would be JCW and then SVL, IVL, so the VL would be lined up with each other. Oh, but at the end it wouldn't be either. Right, no, because it's, I don't know how many letters, 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, 18, 20? I don't really know where to go from here. Oh no, it's, wait, did I write? I think I wrote it down wrong. JCW, SVL, IVL. Yeah, I missed a letter in there. Okay, that makes it better, maybe. I hate that I missed a letter. It is a 3 thing probably. JCW, SVL, IVL. VGS, yeah, I missed a V in there. JJF. JCW. Which lines up to CW. And CVL is lined up again as well. Okay, so we can assume it's a 3-letter key because CW, CW, it's even JCW, JCW is the same word twice. And then we have SVL, IVL, and CVL, so 3 words. Well, not words necessarily, but 3. Yeah, that doesn't have to be words. True. It's just syllables or something, maybe, or just sequences of letters. Really, there might be a gap in between two. Like, that's just so hard if there's no no spacing there. So few assumptions you can make. Anyway, but we have these sequences for sure. Okay. Now, what we look for is, how do you do this? Because like right now, okay, you could say, let's look at J in the first spot, right? The first alphabet. But then where do you go from there? Like the J could be anything from here. Like we don't know anything. Our 3-letter keyword could be anything. I mean, there's like JVL Oh, JCWSVL and then JCWCVL are, you know, first 6 and the last 6, actually. That's also kind of interesting, maybe. Because that means that those two, well, words or parts of words or whatever are very similar. It's just one letter difference. But I don't know how do you make progress from there without, I mean, do you just, because it doesn't really, like, the explanation on this side is just not very good. If you like, I mean, it is probably that, you know, determine the keyword's length. We did that. We have a guess. Yeah, comparing many of these gaps, looking for common length. 3 is a good guess here, I'm pretty sure. I don't think it could be 6 or anything, because then the VL would not be lined up anymore. Unless it is 6. No, it can't be 6. I mean, it could be 6. What do I know? I don't think it is, though. And then we split the text up into a set of monoalphabetic ciphers according to which key letter was used during encipherment, and then solved as usual. But solved as usual is just... What do you mean? What do you mean? I mean, I guess you could count the letters again, right? But you don't know which... There could be... Yeah, we don't know which is the... Like a J in the first spot and a C in the second spot might be the same letter decoded because you don't know the keyword. So we can't really go by frequency. Right? What am I missing? What am I missing? I'm not sure. I mean, you could just, like, I don't know. It could be just key, of course, but that would be too simple, I'm pretty sure. So I don't really want to entertain that thought at all. But let's look. So a J in a K alphabet would be a Y. I don't know. A C in an E alphabet would be... Where is it? An X? Yeah, no. And the W in the Y alphabet would be... an X again. So YXX. Probably not right. I would wager. But yeah, I'm just unsure of how to really proceed here. I mean, you could just guess a lot, or, you know, just try, I guess, until you find a sequence that makes sense. But that seems very brute forcey, and while that might be a decent way because it's not that long and probably not that complicated, it doesn't seem like a good idea. I don't know. But I mean, we have lots of J's. And, oh no, how many J's in the first spot do we have? Just 2? Just 2. JCW and JJF, right? No, and then JCW. So that letter happens 3 times. So it has to be a fairly, you know, common letter. So probably not XY. I guess it could be Y. Y is not that rare. I don't really know where to go from here. And we could just, like, but there are too many 3-letter words, right? There's just, it could be anything. We don't even have like a theme. And that, you know, you're not supposed to crack it like that. You're not supposed to guess the key. I'm pretty sure. We could do hint, but I don't want a hint. I don't know what they look like. It might be too good. But like, we don't know anything. Because our J in the first spot, since we don't know the key phrase, could be in any of the alphabets, it could be any other letter. And we don't know that the other 2 times the J happens at the front of... Like, we don't know that it's the first letter of the word ever again. We don't know how many words there are. We don't know where the words end. There are no spaces or other signifiers for that. So how would you go about solving this one? Or these ones? There's one more. Yeah, I don't really know. Like, I just don't know where to start is the thing. Like for the monoalphabetic ones, you just sort of, I mean, except for the ones that doesn't have words. Like my code cracking is based on the words, not on anything else, which is probably the issue here. But I don't know how would you go about. You can't really do letter frequency because you don't know which letters might be the same, right? That's right? That has to be true. Because we don't know what the key is, and so JCW, that could all be the same letter. Like the key phrase could be, I mean, it probably isn't. It definitely isn't, because we were looking for like a word or a sentence at the end here. But this could say AAA for all we know. You know. We don't know. Like a J could be in an I alphabet and it would be an A. The C could be in a B alphabet and it would be an A. And the W could be in a V alphabet for, you know, another A. The key phrase would be what? I forgot what I said. IBB or whatever it was. We don't know. So how would you can't really know. You can't go by frequency. You can't go by anything. I mean, we know that JSI, VJJC are encoded by in the same alphabet. But I mean, all of that leads to like brute forcing. We could just put all the letters. That's insane, though, right? That would be insane. Like, if we would pick one alphabet, let's say, if it were key, the keyword would be key, then we had the K alphabet, and then we would have J, S, I, V, J, J, C, and we could just look all of them up in the K alphabet. And, you know, write all those down. I don't know what I'm doing here. So what are the letters J, S, I, V, C? J, S, I, V, C. Where do we go with this over here? J, S, I, V, C. Those are the different letters in this. And then for the second one, assuming that the three letter key is right. C, V, V. Which CV, we don't need a second V, it's the same letter. C, CVG, JCV. Those are the same letters. So C, V, G, J. C, V, G, C, V, G, J. It's horrible. Let's write this down again. C, V, G, J. And then, you know, some duplicates, but whatever that would be. That doesn't matter for the... Yeah. And then the last one is... The third one would be W, L, S, F. And that's it. W, L again. So we could start ruling out stuff. So J, S, I, V, C, we assume it's not a word starting with X, so we can rule out all the... Well, we can rule out the alphabet where J is an X, which is... Which one again? The K one, right? And we assume that none of them is an X. Which, I mean, I don't know. X's are not that rare, but they are rare. Then we could rule out all the alphabets where either J, S, I, V, or C is an X. But it doesn't really help all that much. There's not that many. That's 5. And then that's not really a safe assumption to make, because there are words that contain X. It's just unlikely. But I guess that's how you would do like frequency stuff. Rule out the more... Where's the letter frequency stuff? Here. You know. Rule out all of those. Z, J, X, Q. Sure, let's do that. Because those are very rare. K is rare, but not that rare. Like it's twice as common as Q. I guess Q is twice as common as Z and J, but whatever. Q, X, J, Z. We rule those ones out. Instead of Q. There's no Q in this. So we look in the Q column here and rule all the alphabets, you know, on the left out, that where in that column there's a J, an S, an I, a V, or a C. But how much does that help us? I don't know. Because it's hard to write that down. So it's not B, because in B, S is a Q. That's a nightmare. I don't really want to do it like this. We can rule out L, we can rule out... Where was I? Was it L? Yeah, L we rule out. It's not B. It's not L. This is horrible. It's not R. It's not S. And it's not... Where's the V? I lost it. There. E. So the first letter of our key phrase is not B, not L, not R, not S, not E. Assuming we have not made a wrong assumption yet, which we might have. I don't know. And if we rule out the said one, guess you just make like a 4 alphabet and then strike through the letters we were out. Or something? I don't know. Maybe. I'm really not sure if this is a good method at all. I don't know how... Well, if you rule out a bunch of letters, I don't know. Maybe that's going to be helpful. Alright, so we ruled out B, L, R, S, and E. Okay, now we go to Z. We rule out all the Zs, because I don't know. What were the other ones? This is horrible. This is so hard to do while recording. It's incredible. Oh man. It was the K, the Q, Z, and what? X? Let's write X next, I guess. Whatever, X. So. L is already ruled out. Yeah, we don't just overlap already. It's not good. S is a U. I is K. V is X. And C is E, which we already ruled out before. Okay. And then rule out the Z, whatever. Which is just all the right. J is J. Because it's a four switch, so J S I V C. Okay. That leaves us with A, D, F, G, H, M, N, O, P, Q, T, V, Y, Z as our starting letters for the key. But that's still way too many. I mean, if we did the same thing for the other two, we would just have like 3 smaller pools of letters that make up one word, and maybe that would be guessable then. This is so tough. Oh man. Let's rule out the K, because it is rare, or whatever. What was the... I'm so bad. Like, it's just too much in my... Like, there are too many letters in my head and in my notes. I can't keep track. We did rule out Q, X... Did we rule out X? We did, right? So J, we rule out J, and then K. So in the J column, we start again. We want to rule out the C, which is an S. Already ruled out. We want to rule out the I, which is a Y. That's ruled out now. We're going to rule out the J, which is the Z. No. Yes. No. What? Yes. I'm confusing myself again. No, yeah, that makes sense. We're gonna route S and V. S is in the J column. Right here, it's an I. That's already out, and the V is an L, already out. I'm not really making as much progress as I would like. But you know, it is what it is, I guess. Did I route X already? I did, right? Yeah, I must have. Okay. Let's route K. Just why not? Because we're not. It's not root. We haven't ruled out enough. Y, X are gone. That's not very helpful. R is gone. That's already gone as well. What are we missing? S and V. H and K. Rule out the H. So that leaves us with A, D, F, G, M, and O, P, Q, T, B as possible. Alphabets. Which would make whatever. A J in an A alphabet is an I. In a D alphabet, it's too many. There's just no good way to write this down, or I'm bad at it. Probably a bit of both. In a D alphabet, a J is an F. In an F alphabet, a J is a D. In a G alphabet, the J becomes a C. In an M alphabet, the J is all the way over there for W. In an N alphabet, where is it? There. V. It's right next to each other, of course. And in O alphabet, we go over more for U. And in a P alphabet, it is T. The Q alphabet should be S then, right? In the T alphabet, it is P. And in a V alphabet, it would be an N, I think. But how much does it really help us? Not all that much. Because, I mean, you could. There are two J's in that one. Oh, this is so bad. There are two J's next to each other in this JJFJ sequence there, but those could be the start and the end of like a word. Right? So, I mean, how would we know, right? It's kind of hard to figure out for sure. That's the only thing I'm really sure about, is that this is tough, but I don't really know what else we could do. Like, all my ideas would always revolve around figuring out a word and going from there, but we can't really do that in this case. I think. Which is definitely issue. And also this is getting worse and worse for video. We have to really think about how to put this stuff into a different thing that I can record and show you as I'm working on it, because this is not good. Just don't know. I don't know. Well, I mean, you could just keep going with this until we find something that makes sense, but I mean, that's just a nightmare, really, it is. So if we look at, we ruled out all but what, 2, 4, 6, 8, 11 different alphabets there, which is still way too many, but it's less than half, right? So, fewer than. Anyway, S in an A alphabet would be an R. In a D alphabet, S is O. In an F alphabet, S is M. In a Chi alphabet, S is L. Yes. In an M alphabet, S is F. N alphabet, S is... I keep looking in the wrong thing, because it's all just letters, right? E. In an O alphabet, S is D. In a P alphabet, it would be C. In a Q alphabet, it would be B. In a T alphabet, Y or something? And then, what's the last one? V? V alphabet, S is W. So if the, if the J is an I, then the S is an R in SVL, the J in JCW. I don't know how much that helps us. I really don't know. We should probably just look at the second spot and then try to rule out alphabets there and then just see. Yeah, I mean, that's the right way to do, to make here. Let's just try this real quick, see how far we can go. So we rule out, which letters do we rule out again? We rule out J, Q, X, Z, and K or something. This is just so bad. This is so slow. I'm determined though to do this in this episode. I'll do my very best. Okay, second group of letters, C, B, G, J. So C cannot be a J, so where is a C, a J in an S alphabet? So second letter in the key is not an S. We think. Also, C, V, G, J. The G can be a J, so W is out. J, so Z is out. C, V, G, J. Do them all? No, I didn't do the V. V is up there somewhere. V is here. L. So we wrote an L as well. Okay, next one. Q. Or do K? Let's do K. K is easier. Because we start with the V, which is here. K. K is out. And then we go C, G, J again, which is R. V. And Y. Right, and then Q. Start with the V up here, I guess. E. Oh. C, G, J, C, G, J. C is L. That's already out, right? Yeah. G is P. Yes. And J is S, which is already out. It's not very fruitful there. X. Start with the C. E is out. I think E is already out. Yep. G is an I. I is out. J is L. Already out. And V is X. That wasn't out yet. Okay. Progress. And then Z. C, V, G, L. Okay, that's the same as C, V, G, L are out. C, V, G, J. C, V, G, J. That leaves us with A, B, D, F, H, M, N, O, Q, T, U as possible alphabets. But then I guess you could rule out the Q because there's not going to be a Q. Like the key phrase, the three-letter key phrase is not going to start with a Q. Oh man, so A, D, F, G, M, N, O, P, Q, T, V, A, B, D, F, H, M, N, O, Q, T, U. I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. How do you make progress here? This is so tough. I really want to do it though. I mean, you could rule out more letters, always, I guess. Rule out more alphabets. We only did the 5 least common. We did J, K, Q, X, Z, right? Yeah. I could do V, G, B, Y. Because those are really rare. But it's gonna get, like, I can't undo these. If I cross them out, they're crossed out, right? It's gonna be tough to go back and say, ah, well, maybe this was a mistake. I'll roll out V and see how that treats it. Maybe we could just get rid of 3 more or something. That would be great. Actually, probably won't, right? So for the first one, J as IVC, we run a rule out V as an outcome. That rules out N, which is still on the list, I think. Yes. Am I in the right spot there? Yeah. Also rules out M. M, N, both out. That's good. That's progress. SVC. C's Chi. That's also in still. Okay, that makes a huge difference actually. So we did J, I, and C, S, and V. Z and W. Is W still in? No. But now we're down to what? A, D, F. O, P, Q. And let's rule out the Q. Because the word's not going to start with, the keyword's not going to start with Q. 3-letter word starting with Q. No. O, P, T, V. Let's go further. Let's rule out Chi. I don't know what I'm doing here. We're ruling out everything. So J, C would be out. That's already out. I, B would be out. That's already out. S, V, C. L would be out. That's already out. O would be out. Let's rule it out. And C, V would be out. Leaves us with A, D, F, P, T. Let's rule out B. I don't know if this is smart, but who knows? Maybe it is. K and L are out. They're already out. No, where am I? What am I ruling out? I'm ruling out B. I'm gonna rule out the J. Where am I? Yeah, H. There I am. H and G are out. Those are already out. A is out. Sure, A is out. I don't know. SV. Q is out. Q, we ruled out Q. And T is out. That leaves us with DFP. Let's rule out Y. I think we did that already, maybe, but I don't know if we actually did. K and J are out. Already out. D is out, sure. S and V. T is out. W is out. So it's F or P. Sure, let's go with that. So it's F or P, our alphabet. So the key phrase starts with F or with P. If it's an F, then the first letter is a D. If it's a P, then the first letter is a T. Why not? Why not? Let's rule out more of the second letter in the key phrase. C, V, G, J. Okay, what do we have left? Whatever, we rule out V. We're getting there, I promise. C. C is a G. It's already out. G is K. It's already out. Right? Yeah. This is so tough. I'm so bad at it. GJ is an N. Ow. It wasn't out yet. And V is all the way down there. Said that's already out. Okay. Roar out. Let's write them over here again. A, B, D, F, H, M, O. Roar out Q, T, U. Actually, the first word, the first letter in the key phrase, assuming we have not ruled out any wrong letters, is F or P, which makes it very likely that the second letter is a vowel or an R. Pro. Pre. I don't know. If it's an F, it can't be anything other than an R or a vowel, right? Can't think of any word that have a consonant. A three-letter word starting with an F, consonant in the second space. I mean, fry, like an R would be fine, but that's it. R is already off the list, though. So it would be A, O, U. Most likely. You know, we might be getting many there. Pun. Fun. Fan. Fog. All very possible words there. We'd have to do the third letter now, I guess. Yeah, we have to. Okay. Already over an hour. No, we have to end it. We're so close, though. I think we're really getting there now. It just took forever. It is very brute forcey still, but I don't know. Nothing much we can do about that, I think. Can we just rule out a bunch of stuff? Fun, pun, run. No, there's no R. Fun, fan. Different approach. We look at AOU for the second one. Okay, so a C. We just look at the C. The C in an A alphabet would be a B. No, what am I looking for? Yeah, C in a yeah, C is the second letter. Would be a B. And we have either a D or a T as our first letter. If F and P are the first part of the key. So it can't be A because then the second letter would be a B. DB doesn't make sense. So it's not A. O. C in an O alphabet would be an N. The NTN doesn't make sense. So it has to be a U. U alphabet. C is H. TH. The. Curses. It's gonna be the, isn't it? If we assume it's the first word is the, then the W, which is in the third spot, JCW is the start, would be an E. So our E, W, is R per. The key is per, P-U-R. So the, in the second C, we have already written that down, C. The C. V in the U alphabet is, we can solve this, we just have to hurry now. A, and an L in an R alphabet is T, the cat. No, so rude. The cat. I in P alphabet is S. And then BL again is AT again. The cat sat. That's some weird nursery rhyme stuff or something like that, right? No idea what it is though. The cat sat. V, or maybe not nursery, but just like a weird whatever. V in a P alphabet is an F? Is that right? I'm lost. Where was I? Yeah. And then a G in the U alphabet is L. Is it the cat sat flat? Come on. S in an R alphabet is A. Yep, the cat sat flat. In the next sequence, J, JF. J in a P alphabet is a T. Yeah, the cat sat flat. J again, but this time in a U alphabet is O, and then F in an R alphabet is N. The cat sat flat on. What did the cat sit flat on? I don't know. The again. And then CVL is the same as SVL, just the first letter is different, so it ends in at. Mat, I'm guessing. Can't think of any other word, 3 letters starting or ending in at. C in a P alphabet is in fact an M. So our solution is the cat sat flat on the mat. That is tough. But we got it, and then the key phrase is just mat. And the cat purrs, and therefore purr is a good key phrase. This looks tough. We're not going to do that next time, probably. We'll go back to the other one, maybe. And maybe we'll just move on to mechanized cryptography image. Ugh. I mean, it's short at least. The first one we can probably do. I don't know. Have we unlocked all the rooms now? Maybe. What's the last thing? Digital cryptography. And then there's the extra puzzles. There are 5 in here. I mean, this could be okay again. It probably won't be, but it could be. It could be. We'll see. Anyway, that's it for today. Long episode, but I mean, we solved it in the end. It's worth it, I think. My notes are a bit of a mess. I really don't know if this... You would probably just, like the good way of solving something like this is you would figure out the key length. And then you would put it in the software thing. You would go look for Google Vision ART Cypher, and then you would just put in the input and the key length. And then you would just look what that came up with. You're probably gonna brute force stuff because there are no spaces, so it can't really do like a lookup for like words. But it's just gonna give you a bunch of different ones, and you'll just figure the one out that is like a sentence. And that's how you would do that if you weren't, recording a puzzle game for YouTube. Anyway. Well, yeah, if the goal was not, you know, to find a way to solve it, but the goal would be to just get the solution, then that would be the way to do it for sure. Anyway. My brain is scrambled, which is not great, but that's it for today. I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.